Good morning, Internet. This is the old fat dad. Let me show you what I got for you today. Today I want to take a look at hollow point ammunition, more specifically 9mm ammunition, and I'm going to compare it to Full Metal Jacket ammunition. These are the two flavors we're going to examine. On the left here we've got Winchester, and that's 124 grain 9mm NATO ammo. And right here we can see a little table of how fast they're estimating it to be going and how much energy it's putting out. That's our Full Metal Jacket ammo. Here is our hollow point ammunition. This is Hornady American Gunner, and it has the XTP bullet, and it's going about 1175 feet per second according to the manager, which is pretty close to the 1200 of the Winchester. It is also a 124 grain bullet. Now it says plus P there, but really plus P doesn't mean much. What really matters is the numbers you're getting out. And here's a close-up of that Winchester ammunition. You can see it's just one solid bullet up top. No type of openings or cavities, just a round nose. And here is the Hornady ammunition with the XTP bullet, and that is quite a difference from our Full Metal Jacket. You can see it's got a nice deep cavity there, and that's the hollow point, that opening at the tip. I've got two tests I want to do to determine what the difference is between Full Metal Jacket and hollow point ammo. I'm going to use my ballistic clay, and we're going to shoot it twice with Full Metal Jacket and then twice more with the hollow points, just this bare clay, and see what the recovered bullets look like, see what the damage is to the clay, and after that we're going to go ahead and dress up this clay with our beef bone and some blue jeans. We'll take two more shots, see what kind of results we get, damage-wise, bullet-wise, and then hopefully we can see what's the difference between Full Metal Jacket and hollow point ammo. Is there a difference? Let's find out. Let's take two shots with our Winchester ammunition first. This is the Full Metal Jacket. Alright, let's take a look at the results. Alright, here are the two shots with the Winchester Full Metal Jacket ammunition, and two nice size holes in there. You can see they go all the way through, and I don't believe there is much of a difference in the entrance or the exit. Let's take a look. Yeah, looks like coming out the back there, it's about the same story as out the front. Let me see if we can find those bullets. And there's what the Winchester Full Metal Jacket ammunition looks like after we shoot it through some bare clay. Those bullets are almost perfect. Looks like they didn't even hit anything. Next up, two shots of the XTP ammo from Hornady into our bare clay. Okay, let's take a look at those results. How did the Hornady XTP bullet do? I'd say that those entries are a good bit bigger, and we look like there's a lot of disruption going on in that clay. Let's see if it went out the backside. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Looks like these guys just popped right out the back. Barely had enough energy. What a difference from those Full Metal Jackets that punched all the way into my jeans and I had to go digging for. Alright, let me take a look at those bullets. I'll be right back. And here are the two Hornady bullets shot into the bare clay. As you can see, a big difference from those Full Metal Jacket bullets. These things mushroomed out like crazy. Their little bullet technology did exactly what it was supposed to do. They expanded, and I think did a pretty darn good job. Let's move on to the bone and jeans test. First up, Winchester Full Metal Jacket. Alright, let's look at those results. Here is our 2 Full Metal Jacket hits. 1, 2. Let's take a look at that bone. Alright, 2 good hits. Those 2 little guys are old 22 hits I did in a previous video. Came up the back, no problem. It's kind of interesting. It looks like these openings are a little bigger than from the bare clay test. Let's take a look at the back side. Oh! Definitely came out again. It's actually bone on the back side of these holes. That's pretty crazy. Let me go find those bullets. Here are those 2 Full Metal Jacket bullets after going through the bone and the clay and the jeans. One of them right there got boogered up pretty good. That one is a little bit bumped, but in pretty good shape. They held together, went through everything really well, and the openings are a little bit bigger, I'd say, but pretty much the same result as before. Poked all the way through with not much expansion. Let's move on to the Hornady. Finally, here's 2 shots of Hornady XTP, our dressed up ballistic clay. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Here are the 2 hits. 1, 2. Let's see what they did here. Ooh, yeah, we got some damage there. For sure. 1, 2, I believe. There's some old 22 hits there as well. But it looks like each hit was on solid bone. Good damage out the back. Huh. Take a look at these holes. They don't look a whole lot different from the Full Metal Jacket. Let's see if we can find those bullets. Let me show you the back side of this clay. You guys can see we got one sizable hole at the back and then one little teensy guy there. And these are the bullets. Pretty interesting. We put that bone up front and we get one that expands and one with almost 0 expansion. It's just about the same size as one of those Full Metal Jacket bullets. Very interesting. Let's take a look at all the bullets together. And here's a look at our bullets all together. There's the 2 hollow points through bare ballistic clay, and there's our 2 Full Metal Jacket rounds. As you can see, nothing happened in the Full Metal Jacket rounds, but we got some pretty good expansion out of our hollow points. And there's an overhead view so you can see the difference there. And over here, we've got the recovered bullets from our dressed up ballistic clay. And as you can see, up top of those Full Metal Jacket rounds, one of them was pretty much unaffected. And the other guy had a pretty good dent there. You could say that kind of mushroomed out a little bit. And on the bottom, our hollow points. Again, we got one that mushroomed up. And I'd say that did a pretty good job mushrooming up, but you can see, definitely not as even and beautiful as the ones through the bare clay. And then this poor guy, we didn't get anything out of him. Look at that. There's Full Metal Jacket. There's a hollow point. Pretty much the same thing. So, what's the big deal with hollow points? Well, we had 2 different kinds of bullets. One Full Metal Jacket, 1 hollow point. They were the same weight, 124 grains, and they were going about the same speed. When we shot the clay with nothing in front of it, I think there were some pretty dramatic results for the hollow points and less dramatic for the Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket punched straight through, went deep into our jeans, while the hollow points made a big hole up front, tapered out towards the end, and you just saw little bullets kind of popping out the backside of it. When you put something tough in front of the clay, like a bone and some jeans, then you got a little bit of a different story. The Full Metal Jacket punches straight through, just like the previous test, whereas a hollow point, we kind of had a 50-50 result. Even with our small sample size, the test shows that if you have a hollow point that hits something soft and mushy, it's going to expand, it's going to do a lot more dramatic damage up front, and then kind of taper off at the backside, which means that it's expended all its energy on whatever it hit. Whereas those full metal jackets, you pretty much get the same result 100% of the time. They're going to punch through whatever they hit and not leave as much expansion as the hollow point. Pretty fun little video. I enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time. First up, 5 shots of Winchester white box. 1055, 1097, 1111, 1053, 1081. Now for the Hornady, 1085, 1076, error, 1067, 1081, 1082.